Since His Last Hope, etc. Plus, he does have the renowned singers for contesting favor,
Yep.
and he does have a lot of cards that can shield certain parts of Kaikou's deck, like Iron Mines.
Yep. Okay, let's let them get started real quick, because I don't want to keep them waiting too long.
Yeah, let's get them. So in theory, Mozi has a slight advantage. I feel Kaikou has included the Yoritomo, that is the recent trend in Crab.
Yep.
As a
that makes
spicy tool.
sense because they have all the money.
Yeah. So maybe we can see him in action.
It's always
for
nice
the first time.
I built long ago when Charge was still legal. I built a Scorpion deck that ran Charge and Yoritomo and Forebears Echoes, and it was just a terrible idea.
Well, terrible ideas.
It was fun.
Need to happen sometimes, you know.
Okay, so Mozi gets Hida Guardian, Hida Kasada, Envoy, and a Student of Anatomies, and Border Fortifications. And we just see 2 Gallants on Kaikou's side. I think both players have a real good start at strong economies here because Mozi got the student off of Shinsei's Last Hope.
Yeah.
Kaikou's digging for something with Kyuden Hida and gets a broker.
No, he gets Envoy.
Sorry, I always misread that. He pitched a broker and the Emperor.
Yeah. It's an interesting choice for him to use the Kyuden Hida there instead of taking the pass.
Yeah.
I guess he felt he needed to not get rushed early game and fight for the favor.
Possibly. It kind of sucks that he had to pitch an Emperor off of it, though.
Emperor and Broker. That's like 2 of the 6 major characters that he runs.
Yep. Mozi runs into Shameful Display, which is really good for Kaikou, I think.
Certainly. Rebels would also have been pretty good for Kaikou, but Shameful is the best.
Yeah, I think so too, because it makes defending it easier. Rebels would just bow out the student. And 1 Gallant is now blank, so it is the one that's highlighted in green.
Yep.
That's going to sting a little bit, but I don't think that's the end of the world.
Yeah, you do have the second, you do have the Pyre.
Yep. And you have an Envoy as well, so you're still going to come out really far ahead on resources.
Okay.
He was checking which one got blanked. Yeah, I don't know, but this feature was advertised a whole lot. But if you hover over the cards in the text box, it'll highlight which ones are being referenced. So
that just might be the best feature in Jigoku's history.
It's certainly one of them, right? We see a Gallant going to Shinsei's Last Hope.
It's this is not the Gallant that was blanked, so he just wants to force this test in here and then fire.
I think so too. He did pop a storehouse for shame on the student, which forced the test.
The main problem here is that Mozi runs 2 Guardians of Rokugan, so you might want to use the Pyre after the conflict, because this can end pretty badly.
I mean, at this point, he is digging for 7
he can
cards.
Get Kisada, yeah.
So, like, the difference between winning by 7 and winning by 8 is not...
pretty minimal.
Yeah.
This Watch Commander is super suspicious. For me, it would be a tell that he has the Guardians.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, I guess, is Mozi on Defend Your Honor?
No, he isn't.
He's got 2.
Wait. Oh, yeah, sorry, wrong list.
So
He does have 2,
that might have
and he
also
does
been.
get.
Oh, he gets an Emperor out, and there's another
And he
Tessin.
gets a fate from Keeper of Water and the second Tesson. This certainly feels like a very, very unfortunate situation for Kaikou, especially since the Iron Mine is still there.
Oh yeah, that will keep the Emperor. Okay, I forgot that
Yeah.
there was an Iron Mine there. I was gonna say fishing for an Emperor just for a first turn doesn't feel super great since you're gonna get favor and you're gonna win this conflict anyway. But with the Iron Mine there, he gets to stick around a turn and then hopefully a dupe shows up. This is turning into a very strong start for Mozi.
To be honest, this is exactly what you want to see here, Mozi. Like, he happened to see the Iron Mine plus something of Synthase, and then the Guardians with a double Tesson, because the weakness of Synthase is that you're vulnerable to First Shame, but not if you just draw it. So
I guess it might have been smarter there for Kaikou to pass that conflict, right?
I liked attacking because it only backfires in case of double First Shame plus Guardians of Rakugan. But I think you should have attacked with the other Gallant Quartermaster, so you could use the Funeral Pyro in conflict and search for a second First Shame.
We see the Let Go, try and get the Watch Commander, there's Defend Your Honor.
Defend Your Honor. Oof.
Super not
this
great.
Is so oppressive.
Although now if Kaikou has an Assassinate, nope, you can't play Assassinate with the Emperor on the table. That's a terrible idea.
Yeah, and he does have the Iron Mine too. Like, there is
but he wouldn't.
Not much that can be done.
I don't think he'd use the Iron Mine to stop that assassination. I think he wants to save that for the Emperor. Shameful Breaks. Void on nothing. Kaikou drops an Ancient Master. That's probably not going to do a whole lot. Unless he has a Bonsai in hand and a Straighten effect.
He certainly must have the Straighten effect to attack like this.
Yeah.
So.
And he really does need to break City this turn.
He needs to break this Iron Mine.
To get rid of the Emperor. So we're going to see Emperor.
There's also a very good chance that he has a Stoic Gunso in his hand.
Possibly. That's a very smart pass. So Fire honors the Ancient Master. So he did not have the Bonsai in hand. Or he didn't have a Straighten, so he just wanted to take advantage of that pass from Mozi.
That's really rough. Like a Guns and something like a Hurricane Punch here would give him the break and maybe save the game, but it's really.
Is he on? I didn't notice if he had Hurricane Punches. Yeah, he does have 3.
Yeah. It's very much the Spanish Crab dogma of Hurricane Punch.
There's a Way of the Crab that kills the Heater Guardian.
Yeah, makes sense. It is still a good move to use the Way of the Crab there, but
you were going to kill something. You were going to kill something with Fate, so that's not super awful. Borderlands Fortification moves to Shinsei's Last Hope.
Yeah, so next turn he can choose and discount anything that he wants.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like a slightly weird play, but it is not. And I think we're going to see the Vanguard Warrior get moved over and bought.
I think we will see the Vanguard Warrior anyway, and the Kisada. Like, those two will be the cards that are bought. Yeah. You probably want to buy the Vanguard Warrior off there, just to make Kisada less vulnerable to First Shame.
Yeah, that's a reasonable thing. Caillou Envoy is probably Way of the Crab Protection. Nope, he wants to go Kisada for cheap.
that feels wrong.
So
Like
with
you're spending the same fate, but it just feels wrong.
with the Emperor as backup and Kasada on the table, the first shame can hit. You get to pick who the first shame hits as long as there's someone else there, and they still have to burn another action to get through Kasada. So I think it's riskier, but there's like a heavy tax on trying to play for shame on Kasada with the current setup.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe he's also baiting him into the second defend your honor, but
Broker
in
gets
90% of the
blinked.
situations, you just lose out from doing this.
Yeah. Broker gets blanked, so there's not going to be any crazy economy for Kaikou this turn. This is going to be super
At least
sketchy.
the one thing that I guess is not horrible for Kai. Oh, why? He keeps attacking water for no reason.
Well,
Like, why would you attack?
water here bows out the student, right? It either forces the student to defend or it bows it out.
Well, yeah, but you gave him one fate this turn and one fate the previous turn because of Keeper of Water.
The last turn was, I think, more questionable. This at least makes some sense. I don't like attacking with just the one character and passing though.
I feel that maybe
was,
going there to stop double engineer boy is better. Like, you want to starve him, so his characters may die eventually.
I would have felt better about that attack if it doesn't look like he had a plan there besides just take water off the table.
Yeah, this doesn't really make much sense.
Fertile Fields, Casada gets the escort, so fire and oil will not burn the right person. Oh, no, I guess fire and oil can only hit Vanguard Warrior because Casada's already dishonored.
Yeah, you have to give it up at this point. The province, I mean.
Yeah, I think so. I guess the upside to this is I would not defend with two characters. Like, if you're going to defend to stop the honor loss, just defend with the Vanguard Warrior, and who cares?
Yeah, he doesn't care about defending at all. He needs to push and take down the Since's Last Hope as fast as possible.
Yeah, so attacking with everything gives him a decent chance of doing that. I assume Mozi's on some significant number of common causes.
Yeah.
So you probably kill the student to stand Casada. Or play a renowned singer. Okay, so he's going to have his choice of Guardians or Defend Your Honor.
Well,
or whatever else he plays.
Yeah, this is such a you can't really play the game type of deck. Like,
a little bit.
Are you giving him Guardians here?
Well, it's not likely he's going to win this conflict. Oh, there's a common cause. Now it's very likely he's going to win this conflict.
Yeah, you can't attack practically. Well, you have to attack either way. Okay. In my opinion.
There's a Tessin. So if he has a first shame in his hand, he's good on this attack as long as he has an action to burn on it.
Yeah. So something that a lot of people do not know about how Guardians of Rokugan works is that the cards that you see remain in the same order.
Yep.
The deck does not get shuffled. So after that, you play with full knowledge. So
there's a Tetsubo.
For example, yeah, so like if there's a chance that he knows there's a second Vanguard Warrior there, and he plans his turn around that.
Yeah, no, I mean you do have like, and he won by 7, so he should still be on. There should be one card left. that he knows what it is.
Yeah.
So we're going to see the Kaikou's board get wiped here. That's not going to feel super great.
Well, the Vanguard will keep the broker alive, but that's not what
true.
you want.
He did give him the Defender. Oh no, he gave him the Guardians of Rokugan back. So For Shame here is still really good.
Yeah, we see Assassination. Did he forget the... No, he didn't forget. Okay, that was...
That was
Else he would be...
That was expensive to burn on Quesada's action.
Yeah. But he feels that he has to win. He can't allow the second Guardian since he needs to break the senses.
Yeah. So there's a Katana, answers a Hurricane Punch.
We have only seen one Let Go and one For Shame. These are the main cards he wants.
Yeah. For Shame does good. Although I would have much rather seen him go at City of the Rich Frog. Oh, there's a Let Go on the Tetsubo. I don't know why he didn't... he must have just drawn that off of the Hurricane Punch.
There was a cancel there, so I think he didn't have an action window to play it.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right. Quesada would have stopped that.
Yeah, it's one of those traps that crab players love to do.
Mm-hmm.
Banzai for the Banzai.
Yep. The big brain core plays.
Yeah, 2017 all over again.
So there's a bow. There's got to be a straight in here.
I think Mozi should have maybe bowed the broker because there are Tessens.
Yeah.
While you don't have a common cause for the broker, so this was really greedy from Mozi.
Yeah,
like he underestimated Kaikou.
I don't know that he underestimated it. I think that may have been a calculated decision because if he didn't have the Tessen, he would win.
Well, yeah, but would Kaikou all in like this if he didn't have a Tessen?
Maybe.
That's what I mean. I think he must have some other trump.
Oh, there's a pass. Can Kaikou squeeze out one more?
He needs it so badly.
Well, he's going to Shinsei's Last Hope, so he does not break. He does get to Void.
He needed the break here.
Yeah.
This province is just printing cash for Mozi.
Yes.
And he does have the fortifications, so he can choose again.
Yep. The fortifications on City, and it's already been used this turn.
Okay, yeah. So that's...
there's a renowned singer for the last conflict.
Oh, good.
And it is a different renowned singer, so...
Yeah, he can use it again.
That is only events, right? No, it's any 2 cards.
Yeah, he can pick the first plus common cause.
What a pile of bullshit that is. It can absolutely...
It's a lion card, dude.
It can pull out another renowned singer to keep this cycle going.
Yeah, it's a lion card.
Yeah. Lion's entire theme now is, it's okay, it's a yellow card, don't worry about it.
Pretty much.
Ooh, we see a broker sacrificed to straighten the Ancient Master.
I guess Kaikou feels the need to contest with the board. Because he knows the Guardians is there.
Kaikou gave Mozi a renowned singer back.
Yeah. It kind of feels like we're watching a drawn-out funeral.
A little bit. Like, I think Kaikou's doing a decent job of hanging in there, but it looks very clear it's starting to slip.
Holy fuck!
He passed?
Kaikou messed up. Kaikou?
Did he not? Oh no,
He didn't.
he couldn't use the Vanguard Warrior because Hantai's
Ah,
read.
because of the Hante, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
He had
it
the
hadn't been
redirect
used yet,
still.
and you don't want to give him 2 fate.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I had a brain fart there. So Mozi flips the second mine, which is horrible for Kaikou.
Oh my god. There's a Borderlands fortification on Shinsei's Last Hope, so we're going to see that Shrewd Yasuki. Another Iron Mine, a Heated Guardian. This is not looking super great for Kaikou.
Yeah, this is what I mean. Like Mozi's deck has a lot of high roll potential, but if you let it be for 2 or 3 turns, then it's not a high roll anymore. Like fortifications
Yeah.
are
No,
there
it
for a
just.
reason, plus the logistics. So it's one of those decks where it's kind of vulnerable to aggro, but if you play
If you
a
play
grind
slow.
type of deck like Emperor, then you cannot
Yeah.
really contest it.
Let's see. 3 bids from both players. I am not liking Kaku's board here. This is. His numbers are awful small. And Mozi even has a fucking Heated Guardian with 3 holdings in play.
Yeah, we might even see the Stronghold break this turn.
Oh, I think we will too. If Mozi's gonna attack, I think he needs to send an escort with Casada.
Yeah.
Because just Casada by himself will leave him vulnerable to shame.
We do know he has a different Your Honor in hand, though, right?
No, he took a Guardians and a Renowned Singer back. So
Okay.
if he has a Defender Honor, he's drawn it. It's not in his hand.
Yeah, it's in the bottom of the deck. My bad.
Oh, Courteous Greeting's a good hit though.
Whoa.
Oh
And
no.
no.
Just defend too.
He has to because Mozi has the favorable ground. So you want to burn probably with Yasuki's action and then move on. But it feels so weird so.
Yeah, but even that defense, like you still have to, like even if he favorable grounds in the Pious Guardian, he's still winning the conflict unless you play more cards.
Yeah. I'm also really glad to see Mozi finding a build that he likes, because I know he wasn't really fond of the broker meta.
Yeah. Well, I mean that deck basically gets shut down by Netsu in like a truly terrible way.
Well, yeah, but as a whole, like he didn't like how it played out. I think he always used to be the strongest in playing tempo, in my opinion, out of the top crabs.
Okay.
So it certainly looks like this deck allows him to do that.
Yeah, there's the Courteous Greeting. Is Mozi going to burn a favorable ground? Oh no, we see a Common Cause on the Gallant.
Ouch.
That works really just
That's
as
the
well.
second one. To be honest, like the second Common Cause and the second Iron Mine are pretty fate sealing for Kaikou.
Yeah, I think that's going to seal it, unless he's got a For Shame in hand. Which
Even
he
if
does.
he does, like.
So the question is then, no Defend Your Honor. Do we see another Common Cause?
The third one?
I assume he's on 3.
Yeah, he is, but like, please no. Let Kaikou play the game.
I mean, like.
At least try to play the game, okay.
Oh, there's Bob the Rebuilder. So Iron
Hey.
Mine. Oh my god, another Iron Mine. Okay, so Casada and the Emperor are going to stick around.
Yeah, even if he breaks Justin Political, he is super satisfied. Because next turn.
Yeah, next turn he just walks forward because he's going to keep both the Emperor and Casada. Kaikou passing. There's a bonsai. Mozi's going to push for a break here.
Also, Mozi runs three sensors, so it's not like he just has to defend your honor.
This is true. So I don't see any realistic outs for Kaikou here. And certainly none with that pass. Did the funeral? Yeah, funeral pyre got used. There's a censure. That's a dead card. I don't.
And you're now attacking into a Guardians.
Yeah, I don't like attacking here.
You kind of want to maybe force a redirect or force something.
I don't think like anything. Like he can just defend with the Yusuke and say pass. Like
yeah.
There's no
reason to commit. Yeah.
Mozi doesn't need to win this conflict. Like even if Shinsei's break, it doesn't matter. He's throwing the Yusuke in there just to draw a card.
Yeah, he is Keeper of Fire, but he has not seen a single Keeper, which is a very feels bad one.
Yeah, and the Heat Guardian is completely shut off too.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, there's no holdings in play, but like there's nothing here.
Damn.
So now we're going to see everything walk forward. The Heat Guardian will play, or will trigger its ability for +8/+8, probably on the Pious. Unless
Mozi is looking pretty strong.
Is Kaikou on? He's on Kuni Wastelands, so that's actually going to make things more complicated.
Slightly harder. Yeah.
Because the Emperor is shut off now.
The problem is that, like, since the board is remaining, then I think Kaikou doesn't really have much of a hope. But if I were a contestant in the Invitational, I'd certainly be scared of playing against Mozi's Abomination.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see three cost Quesada turn 1 played against him.
Especially not when it can do that with 2 Fate. So there's a pass. Let's see. There's the return pass. Gains 2 honor. So, what is he gonna pick? Tetsubo and Watch Commander.
And he has a second renowned, right?
Yes, he does have. Oh no, he just wanted common causes. Okay, that works just as well.
Yeah, Kaikou had a great choice here between common cause and common cause.
Yeah.
A very fun and interactive card, renowned singer that is.
There's a Tessin on the Yasuki. I guess here you have to go Void to get rid of that Guardian.
Yeah. You have to keep attacking Void and pray that somehow you survive a turn.
Well, problem with that is Mozi just got a common cause in his hand.
Yeah.
So the Quesada stood up.
Yeah, like that somehow survives a turn is more like Mozi's internet just
shits the bed aggressively and
yeah, like
oh god, there's a Guardians, so we knew he had that in his hand.
Maybe an Earthquake can help.
Gets a Vanguard Warrior.
Oof. Now he can save the Iron Mind as well.
Everything is going to stick around now.
Is he gonna make
actually no, he'll
Singer
probably
stick around as well, or is he? I think I would just let the Singer die probably and save one of the Iron Minds.
Kaikou.
Let's finish this. Yeah, there is no point.
Decides to save everyone a good 5-10 minutes off of this. Joel's asking how you think Mozi's deck will do against Scorpion City decks.
I think it can do really well against city decks. Most decks that can cheat resources can do well against those sort of decks because you can start bidding lower and pressure with the board. Plus, you have Iron Mine for the Noble Sacrifices. But one, he has to be really careful because if he's late in seeing the mines, then what you play from the Sensei can just be instantly killed. And
yeah, he definitely has to be more judicious with what he buys off of Shinsei's Last Hope.
Yeah, and it's gonna be really hard to deal with Governor Spy. But I think the deck's main problem will be Crane, honestly. I cannot see him somehow protecting the Sensei's Last Hope in political. So I think like at least from what I have seen until now, I have not played the deck. It's just an opinion based on the first look. But I think Crane will be a roadblock for Mozi, and we might see him fall to like Usagi. Let me check the bracket.
Okay. Well, I think that's where we'll
Yeah,
call it.
maybe Usagi.
That was a relatively quick game. Mozi and Kaikou were just bullshitting right now. That was a very brutal game. It looks like Mozi was definitely in control of it from turn one, especially after winning off of getting the Emperor turn one with Guardians and the requisite saves. They definitely made it rough. Yeah. Thank you for joining us. I'm not sure if there's any other games scheduled today. If there are, I'll try and stream them. I kind of snuck this one in between tasks at work, so hopefully we can get more of these games streamed. If not by me, then by Panos or Oscar or Joel if they find time.
Yep.
Right.
We will have, I think, Pablo versus Pablo in like 3 hours, so I'm pretty hyped for that.
Yep. Let's pull up the calendar real quick and see what else is on the docket for today. Yep, looks like we have Scorpion versus Unicorn next. And it looks like you've got that one covered, so awesome. We're good. Yep. All the ones we know about are covered. I'm sure there'll be some last minute additions like there always are, but so far we're good. All right. Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Yep. Bye. See you guys.